You may know my next guest for his music as the bedroom philosopher.
Hello. Oh, hey Joel, how you going? Yeah, I just on a tram, just really hungover. Hey, you know that band competition we went in? So you think you can copy? Yeah, we won, man. Yeah, we got a record contract out of it.
Yes, but he doesn't just write songs, he writes books as well. And Justin HEAZLEWOOD has just written a book about his hometown of Burnie and how it punches above its weight, particularly when it comes to creative types. He joins me now. Morning, Justin.
G'day, Craig. How you going?
Very good. So this book, Dream Burnie, tell me about the idea behind it.
Oh, Burnie's the centre of the cultural underground. If you're not living in Burnie, you're just camping out. Isn't that how the saying goes?
Remind people where Burnie is, for those who don't know.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That's right. I just totally forgot where I was. So Burnie's on the northwest coast of Tasmania.
Yeah.
And it's sort of a port town. It's a bit working class. It's got about 19,000 people. It's the animal motif is the emu, and a lot of things are named after the emu.
Okay. I mean, 19,000 people, for a start, doesn't sound like a particularly big town, but you've written a book about all of the kind of great artists and celebrities that have come out of this town.
Well, I sort of did a thing where I don't know if this happens to every sort of artist who's been living in Melbourne, hitting their 40s and then going back to their hometown, which is sort of the last thing they ever thought they'd do. But that's where I sort of ended up post-COVID. And I don't know, I suppose it was a bit of a challenge, but the artist in me thought, well, if I'm going to be here, I wonder how I can make myself of use. And sort of, I got in with this underground, edgy art collective called the Burnie Arts Council, made up of an elite set of middle-aged women championing the arts. And they sort of were making this, having this anniversary, celebrating the artistic alumni of Burnie. And then I just took my grandiose ambitions to them and said, why don't you do like a whole book, and I could interview maybe 20 people and weave in my own stories about the place. And sort of 2 years later, it's been snowballing to the point where we have this 300-page colour extravaganza.
300 pages? Jeez, nearly more pages than there are population in Burnie. Who are some of the people that you included in the book?
Well, the amazing thing is, even though I've been in the arts for 20 years, there's a lot of people I didn't even know were from Burnie, and I think it was vice versa. Craig Gleeson is sort of the Albie Mangles of Tasmania. He's a documentary maker. Mm-hmm. He made a Plastic Ocean in 2018, which would be right up your alley, I imagine. Craig.
Yes, no, I'm well aware of it, yeah. So he's from Burnie. There you go.
There's a band called Alpha Wolf who formed at Helier College, where I went to school. They're a metalcore band who were just Grammy-nominated for Best Boxed Set or Limited Edition Special Release.
There you go.
They were up against Kate Bush and Nirvana, no less. And, some other more people I knew about, like Josh Earl.
Oh, the comedian Josh Earl, yeah.
Oslo Davis is a great cartoonist in Melbourne. And Sydney's own Michaela Gleave is someone I went to school with, and she's, doing big things. She made a 12-hour video blowing up balloons in Berlin, and it's got 220 million YouTube views.
Yeah, I mean, that's pure Burnie there. I mean, you can see, having grown up in Burnie, not a lot to do, just blowing up balloons. And she's taken that to the international scale.
Yeah, it's exciting. And I suppose it's just a good excuse to tell these stories and sort of capture these achievements in one place, because often it all sort of gets scattered out in the universe, and we're sort of like satellites in the night, and we're not exactly aware of what we're doing. And even Burnie itself, where I launched the book a few days ago, and they seemed to they were just quite taken and touched that I'd gone to all this trouble. And I goes in return, I was quite touched that people were actually into what I was doing and supporting me in my career, which I'm not always 100% about. So it's just sort of a good community building exercise.
It's great. It's great. I'm just trying to think what the kind of New South Wales versions would be of this. I feel like Wagga Wagga in sport particularly punches above its weight.
Oh, yeah.
Newcastle, I feel like I always bump into people in the entertainment industry who go, oh, no, I came from Newcastle. And in the arts as well, actually. So, yeah, let us know if you think your town punches above its weight. Let's see if we can compete with Burnie. 1300 222 702. We'll see if we can find a town that can compete and get 300 pages of colour pictures and talk it up like this stuff does. We'll look forward to seeing Dream Burnie and good luck with it, Justin.
Yeah, thanks, Craig.
And if you'd like to meet Justin and see the launch of Dream Burnie in Sydney, it's at Better Red Than Dead this Thursday in Newtown. And yeah, you can get tickets from the shop. Yeah, let us know if you think your town punches above its weight. 1300 222 702. Someone that text line says, the Albi Mangles of Tasmania, huge. Yeah, surely we can beat that. I reckon we can beat Burnie with some New South Wales towns. Absolutely. Now, early on, we spoke to Justin Hazelwood, who's written a book about Burnie, his hometown, and he thinks it punches well above its weight. He's written a 300-page book about Burnie and the people that have come from it. But I don't know. Do you reckon your hometown punches above its weight? Deb's on the line. Deb, we're talking about small towns punching above their weight. Your husband's from a small hometown?
He is. He's from a little town called Cumnock in Central West.
I drove through Cumnock the other day between Dubbo and Orange.
That's it. That's exactly the one.
Yeah, there you go.
And over the years, it's produced 3 Australian Wallabies and 1 Australian Sevens player.
That's pretty good because it's, from memory, it's not a big town.
No, it's a very small town.
How many people in Cumnock?
I think now probably with all the outlying areas there's about 500, but in the town there's probably about 250.
Gee whiz, so a few Wallabies in it. They're doing very well there. Okay, let's see if anybody else's hometown can compete with Cumnock, which is very much punching above its weight. Thanks, Deb. Great example.
Thanks, Craig.
There you go. Cumnock in Central West New South Wales. What about your hometown? Does it punch above its weight? I was saying, Newcastle's a big town, but I reckon that's a lot of people who are famous come from Newcastle. Also, Wagga in sport, another one. I'm from Barrel, of course. Only person that's ever come out of there that was good was Don Bradman.